The Indiana Pacers were the most successful team in the old American Basketball Association, winning 3 ABA championships in the 70s. But in 22 NBA seasons, the Pacers have never gone beyond the conference finals. In fact, no former ABA team has. If the Indiana Pacers are to be the first, today is a must-win for them, just as Saturday was, when Reggie Miller turned in one of the most stirring fourth-quarter performances in recent playoff history.
If this were a regular season game, I doubt Reggie Miller would be playing. He continues to hobble, but he can shoot. It's Reggie, and it's Indiana by 8. Miller for 3. That may have finished the Bulls.
Now, the Pacers have gained momentum and confidence in their attempt to dethrone the champions. A Memorial Day win would even the series at 2 and give the Indiana Pacers a chance to make some NBA history for themselves. Game 4, next.
This is the NBA on NBC. The 1998 NBA playoffs. Today, it's the Chicago Bulls versus the Indiana Pacers.
Let's see if the Bulls can win the turnover game as they did in Game 1 and Game 2.
The tip to Indiana. Hugh Evans, Bill Oakes, Ronnie Nunn are the officials. Kukoc on the run.
You can see what that matchup does. Quickness goes to Tony Kukoc now.
We're up on Miller. Jackson open for 3.
That's exactly the way he started Game 3, hitting the open three-point shots.
Smits turns on Longley. The hook.
On the floor, the great little jump hook in the lane.
Scotty. And he tips home his own miss to make it 5-4.
And Scotty got the easy tap in.
Mullen lost it. Jordan back with Pippen. Scotty to the hole, fouled by Jackson. On the bad ankle in '88 against the Lakers in the finals is one of the most courageous in NBA history. Kukoc with the rebound. Now the drive, so they get the 2 points on this trip down the floor despite the free throw misses by Scotty.
Shots, that's what absolutely killed Indiana in Games 1 and 2.
Davis. Smits the follow.
See Tony Kukoc up the floor helping on Mark Jackson. They got to go in the post to Davis.
Davis takes the lob from Jackson.
Mark Jackson drives the ball out of the double team. See, Tony Kukoc cannot get back. And you know Mark Jackson makes that little lob pass probably better than anybody in the NBA.
Reggie out of the corner. Tough shot, air. Pippen dishes to Michael. 16 of them. Part of the reason why they were able to win. They also continue to shoot well from the field. It's Kukoc hitting. Foul was on Longley. Pacer ball from the side. The Pacers have shot 50% in the series and lost 2 of the 3 games. Another Chicago foul. Longley again, his second. This is nothing new for him. Early foul difficulties.
See what Rick Smits is trying to do, he's trying to establish post position, and he wants to move Longley around. And they're battling in there, and it's always, Doug, you get caught on the second reaction.
Miller. Smits. They let him play. There was some contact, no whistle. Mullen for 3.
Antonio Davis in and let him pound Kukoc because I think he matches up better.
Smits hits the hook, and the Pacers lead it 14-10. Wennington in for Longley, driving and hammered by Dale Davis. Mullen with a 3, Smits with a hook in the lane, and the Pacers with a 14-10 lead.
Now, Mullen has been shooting the ball extremely well. The only problem is Jordan has been so close to him. That time he got some free air, and he was able to get the shot off. You see Smits being guarded by Winnington and puts it on the floor and goes right to the middle for his little easy hook.
Rick Smits off to a great start, and they need him today with Reggie Miller hobbling. He's been very active in the post. He comes across the lane against Luke Longley with a jump hook. The offensive rebound, a little push on Tony Kukoc, a little banker. Once again, the hook shot in the lane, this time over Winnington. You see his numbers in the series, not enough shot attempts, especially in Game 3. Only 6 shots in 28 minutes. Today, he's taken 4 already in the first 5.5 minutes of the game.
Mullen tries to scoop in between 2 defenders. Another try and a third. But still there's a lid on the basket. Rodman wrests it away and may get a technical here. He slams the ball to the floor. And they don't tee him up.
Ask him, would that layup hurt him? He said, obviously it will because I'm the same age as you are. He's actually a little younger than I am, Bob.
Jordan's shot is shoved back in his face. The block by Smits, the save by Mullen.
See, I think he got caught hit. He got hit right in the eye after the block. You see Smits come down, and as he extends, I think he gets hit right there. And he turns around and look and say, no foul. Referee say, no blood, no foul. He say, I'm showing blood.
To Pippen for the reverse that ties the game. Out to Jackson. 4 seconds to shoot. Dale Davis will, and he gets the roll. Harper into the lane, slicing through. Nice move.
Rick Smits just does not have the quickness to jump out and trap that screen and roll.
Jackson from Smits. The follow by Davis.
And Mark Jackson makes a pass into the post. Pippen is roving.
Winnington ties it again.
You know your personnel.
By Kukoc.
Harper's on Jackson. Trying his post-up game now. We haven't seen much of that in this series. And Harper blocks it. Backs him down and shoots. It's off. Dale Davis takes it. And hits.
The muscle of the Pacer front line has really hurt Chicago.
Harper hits it. It's a 2-point basket. His foot was just on the line. Tied at 20. Here's Michael Jordan coming out of the locker room.
Shooter, he has to put it on the floor and create a shot.
Pippen puts it on the floor and with the left hand completes the drive plus the foul. The Bulls are in front. Backcourt. Reggie Miller peels off the warm-up. He's headed for the scorer's table. Antonio Davis from McKee.
We did a lot in Detroit when we played against Chicago. They're a speed team. So you try to attack them with your body. You got to put your body on them to impede their speed.
Rose drives on Burrell and scoops it up off the glass.
Now that's what Jalen Rose is effective. Putting it on the floor, taking it to the basket.
Jordan with 5 seconds. Baseline. Did Rodman touch it? The Pacers think he did. The officials don't.
I guess they ruled that was an air ball, not in the cylinder, because Rodman definitely...
Yeah. Lift your foot, Dennis. Dennis, lift your foot. Yeah.
Right, Bob?
Once again, I'd like to say, stay tuned for that interview at halftime with Bob Costas and Dennis Rodman. They are now soulmates.
The big man.
I took a hit, buddy. I'll tell you that.
I saved you. I caught a split. It was coming right for your head.
He packed some punch. Meanwhile,
watch the hustle. Look at Warren.
We don't
Where's
see Bob.
Bob?
Where's Bob?
Where's Waldo?
Rodman appeared to have come close to touching the Jordan jumper, but the officials ruled that he did not, so Michael's basket counts. Another basket from Michael right at the end of a quarter with 2 defenders on him. He's done that so often in this series. They count the basket. It gives the Bulls the lead. And now it's Pacer ball from the side with 1.2 seconds left.
Now that's a good play as long as the ball is not in the cylinder.
Got to catch and shoot. It's Best. Short. After 1. A quarter in which Michael sustained a cut, and I was nearly crushed. The Bulls lead the Pacers by 3. You're watching the NBA on NBC. Reggie Miller whips it inside to Antonio Davis, who was bumped. But the contact goes the other way, according to the officials, and it's on the Pacers for the contact. No foul. And now Michael, just 1 of 6. Not anymore. Jordan against Rose. 3 seconds to shoot. 2 in a row now for Michael. Pacers suddenly trail by 7. Davis a chance to cut into it, and does. Kukoc off to Kerr and gets it back. Fade away. Tony Kukoc with a strong first half.
You come back with a vengeance, and Michael has that fire in his eyes and that bounce in his step. Falls back right there for the J. And then the last time down, he comes down, he squares up Jalen Rose, gives him the fake, the step back. Oops, nope, I'm crossing you over. Now I'm a J you. Bam.
And the foul a moment ago was number 1 on Reggie Miller.
To a great start with Reggie Miller not being able to get off offensively. They're going to have to get him some shots.
Smits connects.
Demand it.
Michael starting to heat up after a slow start.
Now you watch Michael being guarded by McKee. Loves to come to that right hand and pull up in the middle. McKee just a little late getting there. Jordan swishes it right through the net. See, the thing I'm noticing is Reggie Miller, he can only fade like that.
That's good enough. The Pacers are within 4. Michael to answer. There it is.
That great players get into.
Reggie. Nice feed from Best. Chicago by 5. Longley. Off the Pippen pass. Again, a little hook attempt. Comes up way short. He thought he was bumped a bit. Here comes Michael with Best at his mercy. And they call a foul on Michael at 6'6". He had the little guy, Travis Best, just 5'11", as the lone defender back. And he tried to give himself some room with the forearm, and they caught him.
Keep your eye on his left arm and his left shoulder. Right there at the elbow, he gets it up. You very rarely see that called against Michael Jordan. Billy Oates with the emphatic call, but Travis Best giving him space. Watch the left arm. Right there, he gets it up.
And you're watching the NBA on NBC.
Now, Reggie Miller is playing with a severe sprained ankle, so therefore he's only able to operate on really one side of the court. You watch him come down here on the right side. This is not slow-mo. That's just how slow he's moving. He curls it to the lane, gets the left-hand layup. But you see as he comes to the right side of the court, watch as he labors trying to curl. Gets caught up here, can't really get his balance. As he goes in for the hook shot, can't really push off that ankle. So watch Reggie Miller working at one side of the court, and when he gets to the right side, he'll fade probably to the corner for a J.
With the Pacers down by 7, Best brings it across. Fires the jumper and hits it. Rodman from Longley gives it up to Harper, who's fouled by Best. McKee driving, juggles it. It's Miller for three. And the Pacers are within three. Pippen. Fouled as he slices through the lane. Their lead is 4.
Now Travis Best is guarding Jordan in the post.
Michael knows it. Michael knows it. Harper on Miller. Antonio Davis with the screen. Gets it back. Pops the jumper.
His game has gotten so much better being able to hit that medium-range jump shot.
Best 5'11". Miller over on the double team. Pippen lets fly. Cross court to Pippen. Head fake. Longley open. Great ball movement and a Chicago basket.
So that's what happens when you double team.
Beat you because we know Michael Jordan will beat us.
Miller misses the hook. Harper races back the other way. Best wraps him up.
Now you watch Jordan being guarded by Travis Best. Immediately he'll take him down to the post. He gets him there, turns away from the double team, banks it right off the glass. Now Indiana going against their philosophy, double teams Jordan. They swing it around. Pippen catches Davis coming, steps back, and drills the J. And then coming out again. Now you watch the good ball movement by Chicago. Jordan reads the double team. They swing, they kick. Look at Longley draw Smits to the middle, sitting there wide open for the J. That's why Chicago is so good, because of their spacing, but the willingness of Michael Jordan to give up the basketball and accept the double team.
Go looking to add to it. Longley hooks on Smits. The Bulls by a dozen. Jackson's pass finds Smits, who is bumped and fouled, and he'll become the first Pacer to go to the free throw line.
You'll just have to be patient enough to find which one.
McKee on the drive, and the floater is good, plus there's a foul.
Bob, I can't tell you how big this last minute and a half could be for Indiana. The Bulls had pushed it to a 12-point lead. McKee here with the great drive on the baseline. He loves to go left, even though he's a right-hand player. The little flip shot and the foul.
The Chicago lead has been trimmed to 7. Michael over McKee, and it's back to 9. Jackson left alone, drills a 3.
Scottie Pippen back off into the passing lane.
In all 3 games.
He just waved Kukoc out of the corner because he wants that side clear.
Here it is. Overshot it, air ball. And there's the horn. Michael had 13 of his 15 first-half points in the second quarter. The team that has led at the half has lost all 3 games so far in this series. Stay tuned for the Prudential Halftime Report. After these messages, you're watching the NBA on NBC. They trail by 6 as we start the second half here in Game 4. Longley on the drive. Can't make it 8. Mullen has it. Picks up his 10th rebound to start the half. Pippen to the hoop. Knocked away by Smits.
Jordan will look to test him quickly.
Longley, catch and shoot.
That's a well-executed play.
Rodman deals the outlet to Pippen. Michael is open. Good start to the third quarter for Chicago. Right at Scotty in Game 3. Smits has position.
Longley gets wrong that time.
Jumper over him. Rodman with a great tip.
It's a great tip.
Playing a little bit on that edge. But he goes right to the front of the rim on the miss and just out-muscles the Indiana Pacer front line. And going back down the floor, you see that high step, and he's feeling good.
Jackson into the lane. Dale Davis brings the Pacers back to within 8.
Well, Chicago has made the decision that they're going to outscore Indiana, and Indiana has to match them with scoring opportunities.
Smits draws a double team. Jackson penetrates, kicks it back out to Rick for the baseline J. Jackson pushes it back the other way. Inside, Davis is all alone.
Rick Smith really working hard in the post. You see Pippen going back. As he attacks, Mark Jackson penetrates. Look, Smith slides out to the open area where Mark Jackson can find him. Those are the little medium-range jump shots that Rick Smith has lived off this season.
He looks for the hoop, but it's short. Harper had trouble with the dribble. Got it back. A wide open look. Can't ask for more than that if you're Chris Mullin. Harper. And Smits fouled him. Look at Rodman with a smile on his face, trying to provoke something out of Smits.
Well, he knows Smits right now has it going offensively, and one of Rodman's traits is to try to knock you out of the game mentally, try to ruin your concentration. It's important for Smits to keep his concentration. You see, he gives the hard foul, which is Indiana's philosophy. No free layups. You're not going to get anything. Harper takes it. Rodman comes over, and right now he's trying to say, hey, let me knock you out of your game a little bit. Let me see if I can get inside your head, make you concentrate about Dennis Rodman, and forget that you have to go down and score baskets.
Miller Genuine Draft presents even more basketball.
Games 1 and 2 belong to Michael Jordan and the Bulls. Game 3, Reggie Miller. You see him with the gimpy ankle and all shooting the three. Michael answers it with a three of his own. Reggie Miller with the quick curl in the lane and the left-hand layup. And Michael once again the quick pull-up and the fading jump shot on Derek McKee.
Jackson coming off several screens into the lane, can't hit it. But Smits can, 16 points. Jackson battling with Harper. Longley and Smits go to the floor. And it's Indiana ball. Miller got it. Michael slings it out to Harper, who traveled.
Now you watch Miller coming down, and he's limping. He's going to get set, but he can't curl, so you want to get up on him. Harper doesn't make him curl. He fades to the corner and knocks down the J.
Just short. Pippen has it. 3-on-2 if they push it. Scotty to... Mullin through a crowd. Gotta shoot it quickly. 24-second violation.
No, he can't move his feet.
Pippen steps in front and picks it off. Jackson is back, but it's a 2-on-1 with Michael. Look out! And Jackson fouls him.
Huge games in Game 3, and neither one of them have played that much today.
Dale Davis spinning, and spinning too much, shuffling the feet and traveling. Michael takes him into the lane and hits it.
You got to go double team him. You can't let Reggie Miller stay down there alone.
Mullin is open and shoots it long. Terrible shooting day for Chris Mullin, but not for Rick Smits, who's been hot all afternoon. Pippen from Rodman. Here's Longley. Smits. And Longley fouled him.
Jordan using his strength, backing Reggie Miller down. Reggie can't fight him off, doesn't have the leverage because of the ankle. Now you watch Longley, who likes to come left, drives left on Rick Smits, takes the long step around Jackson and hooks it right in the hole. And you're watching the NBA on NBC.
Kukoc with the jumper from the foul line. Plus the foul.
See, now what this also does is this makes either Rick Smits guard Dennis Rodman or Tony Kukoc.
Davis a moment ago was his first. Jackson gets it back from Smits and lays it in. Michael. Out to Burrell. And now Kukoc. Michael again. Number 23 has 23. Smits poked away by Kukoc, and Tony fouled him.
Isaiah, now watch Michael Jordan here. He's going to get hemmed in on the baseline. Look how many Pacers are down there with him. 5 guys in the paint. And he says, "Give me the ball back." And he turns and hits the jump shot. See, what's happened is through his career, he's...
Jalen Rose fouled Michael Jordan. Smits, the hook. Boy, he's having a good game.
It will give him a nice little lift to start the 4th period.
Michael fires. In and out. And there's the horn. Well, the Bulls led by 6 at the half. They lead by 8 now, but it would have been a whole lot worse for Indiana without Rick Smits. 13 of his 23 points came in the 3rd quarter. We're back after these words from your local station. You're watching the NBA on NBC.
Rick Smits having an excellent ball game for the Indiana Pacers. You see he's 9 of 14 with 23 points and doing it a lot of different ways. The step out in the open jump shot. The follow-up on the offensive backboard. The little jump shot from about 17 feet, and then the slip of the screen and the jump hook over Scottie Pippen.
Jordan is on the bench for Chicago, and Smits on the bench for the Pacers. Antonio Davis with the left hand. Kukoc to Rodman, who slings it out to Pippen, and now curve for 3. Got it. Front by 9. Jalen Rose answers with a 3 of his own.
Let's watch the ball movement of the Chicago Bulls. The penetration, the kick, the movement around the horn, right in his spot. Bam, wide open 3. Now you come back with the Pacers again. Ball movement, fake. Jalen Rose takes his time, lines it up, and drills a 3. See, Mullen is back in the game for Reggie Miller because Reggie's having a hard time.
Jalen Rose is not having a hard time.
That's a plan of toughness right now for the Pacers.
Kukoc is all alone, though, and that quiets the crowd just a bit.
The Pacer bench has been so vital to their success all season long. The emotional toughness of Antonio Davis in the post against Dennis Rodman, and Jalen Rose with back-to-back big 3s to give his team some energy and some life. And they're going to need the bench to finish this game out strong with Reggie Miller not being 100%.
Jalen Rose and Scott Burrell are having a little battle of their own.
Backing away. He respects him, but he's going to compete against him. You're not going to get anything free on Jalen Rose.
Michael Jordan hit with the offensive foul. That's his 4th. Michael, fade away. Got it.
Behind.
Pacers trail by 8. Davis spins on Rodman. Out of bounds to the Pacers, no foul. Pippen just back in. Knocked away from Michael by Best. Travis Best is open, but misses the 3. And Rodman is there to one-hand the rebound.
Now you see Michael Jordan has 26 points, got off to a slow shooting start, but the battle that he and Jalen Rose is going through right now, you see Jordan backing him down. Jalen is not going to concede. He's a tough competitor. Jordan shoots him with an elbow. Jalen says, okay, next time you try to go around me, there's one for you. Now here's the elbow again from Michael, and the retaliation that comes from Rose. As he goes up, he shoots him with one real quick. Jalen shoots him with one back. That's basketball. That's 2 tough competitors. I think Michael Jordan right now respects Jalen Rose because Rick Smits comes back on the floor, who's a better offensive player, playing against Longley.
And they immediately go to him, the basket, +1.
You got to keep him on the floor because what it does, Doug, as you said, Phil Jackson now will come back with Luke Longley, which takes Tony Kukoc off the floor, who's a better offensive player, and you need to score right now. You see Smits backs him down and uses his size to go over him with the J.
Jumper over it, spins out. Reggie Miller has it. Pacers looking to make a move. Best pulls up and hits.
match. Pippen on Best. They spot it, and he scores over the top of him.
Turnover today. And a foul off the ball, and if it's on Longley, he's finished.
And Phil Jackson is screaming at Luke Longley, and he said, Luke, how could you do that? How could you be so dumb? How could you get baited into that?
Jordan through a crowd. It's short, but Rodman, he can't hit it. Here come the Pacers, and here comes the crowd. A basket here could tie it. A three could give them the lead.
Now they have Kukoc guarding Smits.
McKee for the lead. Indiana by 1.
Keep your eye on Derek McKee right here. Watch the blow that he's going to take to his head from his teammate. He rolls over. This is right before he comes out and hits a three-point shot. Where am I? Then he almost gets run over by a pack of bulls. He comes to the other end, and he said, you know what? I can still make the open shot, though, and he buries the three to give the Pacers the 1-point lead.
5 on the shot clock. McKee, no look pass to Davis, who's fouled by Rodman. Pippen to Kukoc. Tony Kukoc has been huge at various times in this game.
I think you got to put it right back in Smith's hands against Kukoc.
Best had a different idea.
That's that screen roll play.
Pointer of game 4. They lead it by 2. Pippen has it poked away. Out of bounds 2. Indiana. Michael for Kukoc. It's Chicago in front again.
We'll see it from a different angle here, but his foot right there, just his toe barely on the line, and we see it right there, and that should be a 2-point shot.
You know, and if you're an official and you're watching that and you have to look at it real quick, you're looking at Travis Best with black shoes on and you got the black line, it's kind of hard for you to take a quick look and decide which is which.
Jordan against McKee. 4 seconds on the shot clock. It'll be Michael, and it'll be Chicago by 3.
Best dribbling the ball too much again.
You see Smith flashed again that time, wide open.
But Best took it to the hole and banked it in. With 33.5 on the clock, it's a 1-point game. Timeout Chicago. They now have 2 remaining plus a 20. Indiana has 2 timeouts left.
Michael Jordan squares himself up, and he used his dribble to get his rhythm. Drives it to the point, raises up and makes the jump shot to put his team up 3. But Travis Best, composure off the bench. He's got Michael Jordan. He splits the defense. He goes by Kukoc. The high arcing shot off the glass, and we got us a 1-point game.
And now Kukoc. Hold on. There's an offensive foul. An illegal screen is called. And the Pacers are going to get the ball with 21.8 on the clock. It's on Rodman, and it's his 3rd.
And Rodman went to set the screen. He was trying to free Jordan. And he kind of leaned in a little bit. You see him here at the top of your screen. And watch the shoulder. Just a little slight shoulder. Kind of touchy at this point in the game. However, it was an offensive foul.
Reggie on the move, finds Best, deals it out to McKee, and it's knocked out of bounds by Jordan, who comes over to get a piece of it with 6.4 on the clock. McKee looking, gets it in for Miller, batted away, grabbed by Pippen, and they have to foul him.
Harper and Reggie Miller.
This has been brewing since game 3, when Harper fouled Miller hard late in the game. A great 3-point shooting team would still have an opportunity to tie.
See what happened here is Reggie Miller gets called for the foul, and you see Harper pull Reggie Miller into the bench and then push him off, and Reggie Miller goes back at him.
Man, you can't do that. You can't run the risk of a technical in this situation, no matter the provocation. The officials may have decided, we haven't seen an indication yet, they may have decided that they don't want this game and the possibility of a trip to the NBA Finals to be decided by a technical foul shot. A miss.
And see, I can tell you what's going through Scottie Pippen's mind as a player. You're sitting there concentrating, and it's not butterflies that's in your stomach. It's a big whale that's swimming around in there.
Now, I'd put Antonio Davis on Rodman. Rodman too quick for Schmitz here. You don't want to give up a second shot.
Missed them both. Loose ball, out of bounds. Who's got it? Jump ball. Now Hugh Evans says, wait a minute. He motions Ronnie Nunn over and may overrule him, and he does. He overrules him and gives the ball to Indiana with 2.9 seconds.
Let's watch again. Watch Michael's hand here. That's definitely off Michael's hand. He and McKee were wrapped up there. Whoa, that's close. Man, that is really close. You know, we have the option to sit here and watch it from about 3 different replays. Now, Indiana's getting their 3rd chance here to try to win this game.
Jordan is on Best. Harper's on Miller. McKee gets it in the Miller for the win. It's the 4/10 of a second. Yeah, you can dance, Reggie. Greatest clutch playoff performers of his generation has apparently done it again.
Reggie Miller, now watch him. He's going to come off one screen, gives Michael a bump, and he lets it go. What a killer shot by Reggie Miller.
And you look at Larry Bird, who's been there before. Nothing to it. I've done that about 20 times in my career. Come on back over here, fellas.
Yeah, but let me illustrate his stomach.
Well, that's an almost unbelievably placid demeanor, considering the fact that Market Square Arena is a complete madhouse. Kukoc to Michael at the buzzer. It spins out. It spins out.
I thought Derek McKee was going to block this shot from behind. Michael felt him, brought it down, and let it go. That would have won the game. And Michael Jordan so disappointed.
He is so great, and he has done it so many times that everyone at Market Square held his or her breath as he let it go, and you cannot come much closer without making it.
Now you look at Phil Jackson's face, oh, right in the hole, and he's saying right now, we know we got a series going on our hands because Indiana didn't die. And you look at Larry Bird, been here before, done that again, no pressure.
Ahmad Rashad is with Reggie Miller.
All right, thanks, Bob. Reggie, they say that the playoffs don't start till the home team loses. You guys refuse to let that happen.
Well, you know, we were behind the 8 ball all game. We were always playing catch-up. You know, our bench came in and played fantastic for us once again. Travis Best hit some big shots for us. And we never wanted to quit in this game. We understood that they were going to come out. This is the game they wanted to go back home 3-1. But we never wanted to quit.
How confident were you going down to that last shot? You had been idle for a while and come in and hit that big shot.
Well, as long as I can get my feet set and have a shot to look at the bucket, I'm always going to give myself a chance. I saw that Michael was trailing a little bit, yelling at me, but I stayed focused and focused on the rim and my rhythm, and the rest is history.
So much fight in this team. You guys kept getting down. Every time they'd make a run, you guys would come right back and stayed in the game with a chance to win it.
Hey, we wouldn't have the second best record in the East if this team quit. You know, there's been times when we've been down 15, 20 points, and we always seem to find a way to win the ball game. We got great veterans on this team, coached by a legend. Things like that happen.
A great performance, Reggie, on that sore ankle. How's it feeling now?
I'm done. I really shouldn't have been out here playing, but I really just wanted to play half the game and try to give the guys a lift, but Coach just left me out there. Why, I don't know, but I'm glad he did.
I think the reason was that last shot, which you nailed, Reg.
Thank you.
All right, congratulations to you. We'll see you in Chicago.
All right.
All right. Back to you, Bob.